Yo, it's your guy Brahma, and in this video, I'm going to show you the secret behind this G-Funk banger I cooked up in Logic Pro. We're going to get right to it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you're feeling the vibe, and also to help us build this tribe. All right, let's get to it. So we're in Logic Pro right now, and before I play this, I want to let you know, make sure you watch it and listen all the way through because I'm going to break down some G-Funk science that usually isn't disclosed. This is usually behind the scenes type information, okay? VIP circle type vibes, okay? So I'm going to show you exactly this. I'm going to give you the sauce, okay? So let me play the beat for you. Okay, so that's the beat. Now let me break it down to you. So basically we got the drums. I 1-2 punched it. I call this the 1-2 punch when you just do the kick right on the one and you know the snare comes right on the two. But the kick doesn't do anything too much in between. This is just straight on the one. This is definitely, it's a legendary funk tactic, keeping the kick on the one. It keeps everything centered right on the one. That goes back to James Brown. So let me play the drum solo. And all these drum sounds you could find in the Drum Tank plugin, which you can get for $1 right now. I'm gonna leave the link in the description. And it also gives you a 30-day free trial into my private producer community called the Ape Army. There's more videos out there about that I've done in the past, so make sure you watch them. They're on my channel. Some of the most recent ones because we just opened the doors to it. So if you want drum sounds like this that already come locked and loaded, ready to go, especially on some G-Funk or boom bap or even trap type vibes, you definitely want to download that plugin. Okay, so let me go to the melodic sounds now. What I wanted to tell you about this bass line, and this bass was done with the Moogie Bass 1 out of the Apeshyt Bass plugin. If you don't have this plugin, you definitely want to grab it. I'll leave a link to it in the description. Okay, so let me play it solo. Okay, so that is a crazy funky bass line. I didn't originate it though. So I took that bass line, the inspiration behind that bass line is Flashlight by Parliament. So I just replayed it and G-funked it out. I played it in my own way, gave it my own twists and turns, my own kind of, you know, flavor, my own sauce to it. But it's definitely inspiration from that. And so a lot of the ways that these major West Coast music producers made hits, and even going on to East Coast music producers, they would take a piece of something that's already known that was a hit when they were growing up. And so they would put that back into the music, right? Because that's what hip hop is founded on. It's resampling, reinterpolation. It's based on all of that. Bringing the old into the new, into the modern, modernizing it with your own flavor. So that's what I did. But there's another trick I did with this bass is I put this Snoopy bass behind it, which this Snoopy bass It's actually a Snoopy lead. So it's actually a lead in the Apeshyt Synth plugin. I'll leave that in the description too. If you want some of the funkiest, most flavorful, Moog sounding sounds, this Apeshyt Synth plugin is full of them. So I'll leave that link in the description. But check this out. Right? So what I did was I put them together. Just to give it some more sauce, just to give it a more bite, a more character, to give it more bounce. You're not going to see no one else show you that. This is a secret gem. So, and what I did was I kept this bass line, the main bass line, full, right? And then what I did with the Snoopy bass is I cut off some of the low end, in which I didn't need to do too much though. I cut out a couple of other frequencies, but I didn't need to do that too much on this bass line because it's already a lead. So leads naturally don't have a lot of bass frequency in them. And it's just enough that if you go over the bass line, or even if you just duplicate it and put it under the main bass line, it's going to give it some more edge and some more flavor. Okay, now that was the main theme. I played some of the other sounds in here though. This is a Rhodes, just a straight standard out of Logic that I used and tweaked and made into my own. I believe once I made this though, I may have resampled this and put it into another plugin. Right, real jazzy, bluesy. Right, just straight up, and that gives it some of that lush, that musical vibe. That's what the keyboards do. So let me play this this lead. This is the Moorish lead. This is straight out of the Apeshyt Arsenal. It's actually it's called the Arsenal plugin now, but before I called it the Apeshyt Arsenal. But this Arsenal plugin, you can get inside of the Ape Army. And so like it's not showing the instruments, but I'll actually load up the Arsenal plugin and show you the Moorish lead, right? So that's where it's at. I had bounced it down into a wave in for this beat. Right, and then the Funkadelic lead, which is also it's inside the Apeshyt Synth plugin. That mug is wet. Right, real simple, man, real simple, but funky. That's the best way to do it. When you're making G-Funk tracks, keep everything simple. Don't try to put too much into them. Let the track breathe and let it bounce. And then you leave room for the artist to come and do their thing. When they hear that open up and they hear the hook come in, they know exactly what time it is. You want to make the beat so that it's basically showing them the story. Like the storyline's already there. They just got to fill in the blanks. But that's it, man. I just wanted to give you some sauce. I'm going to be dropping more gems, and I'm also going to be doing courses. I have a G-Funk course I'm working on right now that's going to be inside the Ape Army. So you can get inside the Ape Army for $1. With the Drum Tank plugin, you get 30-day free trial. So check it out. This won't be open for long. So if you're watching this video, I suggest you grab it right now because it could be closing down soon. I might be shutting the doors because this is already a very private music producer community, and we want to keep everything exclusive. Also, make sure you check out this video too, where I break down another G-Funk banger that I did. And I'm also telling you how you can get this free expansion with this Bigfoot bass plugin that just dropped. So check it out. You're going to be feeling it if you're feeling this video. Okay, let me know.